What is up everyone, and welcome back to episode 17 of my Red Bull Leipzig career. Today we're continuing on playing a normal 3 games like we usually do and doing some training in the meantime. That's what we're going to jump straight into first of all today, but just as a reminder, last time we played 3 games, won the first 2 and drew the last game as we conceded quite late on, which was a little bit disappointing, but not too bad. We have 8 points at the top of the table to play with, and we're in the semi-final of the Deutsche Pokal in case you have forgotten. So let's jump straight into training for the day and see how we can get on. As training is running in the background as usual, it's probably a good time just to almost assess our season so far and how it's gone. We're currently 8 points clear at the top of the table, which is very good. We're also in the semi-finals of the Cup, so what more can we want really? We've still got a chance of winning it. It might not be realistic considering in the other half of the draw there's Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund, but all we can do is do as much as we can, hopefully get into that final after, I'm not even sure, it must be in a couple of games time, but get into the final and then see what we can do after that. Hopefully we can win. We may even be able to get the double, which may, it just sounds ridiculous considering we're a Bundesliga 2 team, but if we get the double it would be fantastic. I think also if we make it to the final we should be in the Euro Cup or the Europa League for next season, which would be crazy, so hopefully we can attract some really big players too with that, and yeah, let's see what we can do. I'd also thought that I'd speak about something completely different. It's actually unrelated to the series, but I'm actually looking to get a logo made soon for the channel. Like my header and logo for the channel I don't think are really that amazing at the moment. It was kind of something that I really roughly made up very quickly just to look a bit better than what it previously was, and before it really wasn't that good at all. So hopefully soon, maybe within the next couple of weeks, I'll have an emblem. Also, I hope you like the intro that I made, and I've made a couple of other little bits that pop up during the video saying like if you enjoy and stuff like that, so tell me what you think of those. And yeah, thank you all for listening, and I'll let you get back to training. After a near perfect training session with 4 A's and 1 B, we looked at our emails quickly. Massimo Bruno rejected that contract offer that we gave him last game, so we'll have to improve on that in the future, but now it was time to jump into our first game today.
Hi there everybody, we've got some German second division football for you from the Bundesliga 2 today. Alan's just alongside me, looking forward to the action. Carl Brewer will play today against Leipzig as well.
Yeah, that's defensive 2, won't be going too far, they won't be getting ahead.
And shoots! They've got him to score here.
After a very close game, we just about managed to win with that penalty in the last minute. It was a little lucky, but we'll take it anyway. Next, it was time for another training session. I'm not going to commentate over this one because I've kind of said my little bit already for today, but I'll speed it up anyway, put some music over the top and let you watch it. Another near perfect training session with 4 A's and 1 B led us very nicely into our next game, as there really wasn't very much time between each game, so we only had time for that one training session. We had a bit of a dilemma this time, as some of our players were actually away on international fixtures. They were Newcombe, Forsberg, Tegel and Balanta, so we had to make the sufficient changes. We brought in Auburn at centre back to replace Balanta, and we placed Sabitzer out on the left wing to replace Forsberg. So let's jump straight into this next game and see how we got on.
Ansgar von Hauenstein is the man in charge of our match today.
This way.
Leipzig's lineup is this. Shot on! That zipped on past the keeper. Olsen, it's a decent cross. Well, they're good at corner. Well, he's got the ball there. Shots on here. A decent effort. We could be in. Got his shot off now. Couldn't keep. Gonna cross it. Place to try and hit it now. He's put it away. Bring on a fresh player now. Second half kickoff for Heidenheim. Past the keeper and into the net. Great free kick.
Okay, so that result takes us to 1 loss and 1 draw for the day, which isn't ideal. We still are lucky enough to have that barrier of 7 points at the top of the table, so we're still relatively comfortable, but obviously we want to improve in our last game, which will be coming up soon. It's been a while since we've actually looked through our proper youth squad and kind of almost had a clear out really, so that's what I did. I got rid of quite a few players that I didn't think were up to a suitable standard for the club, and I signed 2 players. One was a central midfielder, Florian Müller, and I'm not even going to try and pronounce the other guy's name, but he's a winger and he's Brazilian, so we signed both of them or offered them contracts, hopefully so that we can bring them into the squad, develop them, and they'll be good players for us in the future. Once I had done this, we were more or less ready to play our last game against Union Berlin. Our team is up to full strength once again due to our players being back from international duty. I still played around with a bit of rotation, but we kept Sabitzer up top for this game instead of Selpa anyway.
always say it doesn't matter who scores the goal, and I suppose that's even more applicable when it's an own goal.
You take what you can get, don't you? Because the shoe will be on the other foot at some stage, and that'll be delightful.
That victory gives us a full sweep for the day. We started off with a draw, then went on to lose a game and managed to win the last game. So we still have maintained that 7-point gap at the top of the table, which is a good cushion for us. We only have 6 games of the season left, plus our cup game, so we're coming around to the end of the season very soon. And yeah, that's probably a good point to leave it here for today. So I hope you've all enjoyed. Remember to drop a like if you did, comment telling me if I should do anything differently, and I will see you all on the next video.